Tech and clips.
Yeah. Shout outs to the channel Grunge for this video titled Prince's iconic guitar solo might have been a revenge performance. Yes, guys, I don't know what this video is gonna unravel, but I'm super excited, to watch it with you guys. Yes, let's watch it. Definitely get my take. Let's go.
Back in 2004, Prince pulled off one of the greatest guitar solos of all time, and it turns out he was inspired not by love, or God, or the power of music, but vengeance. It was March 15th, 2004, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony in New York City was in full swing. Among the inductees that year was pop superstar Prince, as well as former Beatle George Harrison, who had died around 2 years earlier. As part of the event, an all-star lineup of musicians paid tribute to Harrison with a rendition of one of his best-known Beatles songs, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. This included Tom Petty and members of his band The Heartbreakers, Jeff Lynne of Electric Light Orchestra, Steve Winwood on keyboards, and Harrison's son Danny on acoustic guitar, among others. Off on stage left stood Prince, in a black and red pinstripe suit, open-collared blood red shirt, and matching Hornberg hat. Prince was one of the most famous solo acts in history, but he still played with others, including his backup bands such as The Revolution and the New Power Generation. Still, he wasn't about to be overshadowed by anyone, and as he began the song's final solo, he showed the world that he could wail on the electric guitar with the best of the best. Notably, Rolling Stone magazine had, in a glaring omission, failed to include him in its list of the 100 greatest guitarists the previous year. And it seems that Prince might have been letting the editors of that magazine know just how badly they'd messed up by not including him. Born Prince Rogers Nelson in 1958, Prince was a musical prodigy who taught himself how to play the guitar, among other instruments.
Learned early on this was what I wanted to do. Maybe about 12 years old, I knew that this is what I'd want to do the rest of my life.
His early albums were more squarely focused on a layered synthesizer sound, but by the early 1980s, he had begun to incorporate more rock guitar into his work. His 1984 album Purple Rain is awash in his iconic wailing guitar sound, which was later compared to that of Jimi Hendrix, although Prince denied any connection. He told Rolling Stone in 1985, "It's only because he's black. That's really the only thing we have in common. He plays different guitar than I do." Prince suggested that his own playing was closer to Carlos Santana's style, which he also called prettier. In 2003, Rolling Stone released its list of the 100 greatest guitarists of all time, which included Hendrix, Santana, even George Harrison. But Prince was nowhere to be found. Over the years, Prince had been known to hold grudges with a long list of celebrities, and it's not too far-fetched to assume he felt some rancor for this snub from Rolling Stone. The next year, Prince got his shot at payback against the magazine and Jan Wenner, who co-founded both the publication and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Joel Gallen, who produced and directed the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony, had wanted Prince to participate in the George Harrison tribute from the get-go. And although Harrison's widow, Olivia, initially only wanted musicians who'd known her husband to be involved, Gallen got his way. But during the one rehearsal that took place, Mark Mann, Jeff Lynne's guitarist, played the iconic solo in the middle of While My Guitar Gently Weeps that Eric Clapton had performed in the original Beatles song. Mann edged Prince out of all the solos during the rehearsal, in fact, leading Gallen to discuss the situation with Prince. Reportedly, Prince told Gallen, "Look, let this guy do what he does, and I'll just step in at the end. For the end solo. Forget the middle solo. Don't worry about it." Prince left after the conversation with Gallen, meaning he never actually rehearsed his solo. During the performance that night, when Prince began shredding on his Hohner Mad Cat electric guitar for nearly 3 minutes, the rest of the band was as blown away as everyone else. Tom Petty later told the New York Times, "You could feel the electricity of something really big's going down here." Prince's performance that night has been hailed as one of the greatest guitar solos in history. Rolling Stone has since amended its list of the greatest guitarists of all time, of course. In the 2023 list, Prince is listed at number 14.
Wow, okay, I get it now. I get why. This was, a revenge performance. Yes, guys, I mean, once again, watching Prince's solo during the While My Guitar Gently Weeps, at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, was like, witnessing musical history, being rewritten, in real time. First off, I mean, the energy. I mean, Prince didn't just play the guitar. I love the fact that he commanded it. You could feel something was, brewing before he even, started into the spotlight. I mean, it wasn't just a performance, if you ask me. This felt more like a statement, And when you lean the backstory, I mean, you guys already heard that the Rolling Stone had excluded him, from their 100 greatest guitarists list. I mean, it honestly puts the whole performance into a new light. I have to say, what is so beautiful about it, is that he didn't say a word. No interviews, no call outs. He let the music speak for him. And man, guys, he really went in. It definitely screamed. There was aggression, there was precision, there was passion, even defiance. But never at the cost of musicality. His phrasing, his bends, his feel. It was all so calculated yet effortlessly emotional. The way he dropped into the solo, made eye contact with anyone, and just let that fretboard, fire was just chills, and then he throws the guitar in the end, and then just walks off. That felt more like a statement. I'm pretty sure. I mean, he was like, I mean, I definitely have to give this people a reason to add me to the the Rolling Stone, the best guitarist of all time. And I mean, after this performance, he was positioned at number 14. So I mean, that was Prince, trying to leave a legacy, which he sure did. Guys, I loved it. This was something else. This was a beautiful video. Shout out to Grunge, for throwing this my way. Guys, let me know what you also think about this one down in the comment section. Let me know if you want me to continue doing videos such as this. I'll definitely be here to do just that. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. My name is Philip. On to the next reaction. Take care. Stay safe. Peace out.